Thai people believe in ghosts, and today I'm going to tell you about one very famous one. Her name is Mae Nak. And if you're Thai, you've probably heard of Mae Nak Prakanong. She is the epitome of till death do us apart, except no apart, she just wants to stick with her husband. So basically what happened was Mae Nak was pregnant with a child. And this happened during the time when her husband was drafted to the war. And they're obviously both devastated by this because he's like, oh my gosh, she's pregnant, I want to be with her. And she's like, oh my gosh, what if I lose my husband to the war and I'm left with myself and a baby that I have to raise on my own. But the person who actually passed away wasn't her husband, it was Mae Nak herself. So she died during childbirth, but because she was still so attached to her earthly body and waiting for her husband's return, she was just like, I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna leave. Do not carry me to my grave. I'm going to live. And that is exactly what her spirit did. It did live, but not in the way that you think it did. So obviously all of the villagers by now know of her death. And when Pima came back from the war, he was greeted by his wife as if nothing changed. And of course, they're a happy family, there's a newborn baby, she's alive and well, and so is he. Now all of the other villagers are like, when are we going to tell him that his wife is actually not alive? And they were obviously very terrified of this. And of course, he didn't believe anybody when they were like, hey dude, your wife, she's actually not here anymore. He was like, what are you talking about? Of course she's here. She has a kid. We have a child and we are raising a family. Until one day when Nak was cooking, she dropped a lime on her porch. And when she was reaching for her lime that was dropped on the floor, she stretched her arm all the way, but it went underground. And of course he was there and he saw the whole thing happen and he was terrified. So obviously really heartbroken and furious, he set out to the temple and he was like, I don't know what to do. And of course Mae Nak herself was furious that the villagers had told her and that had happened, and she set out into the village to seek revenge. You can kind of imagine what happened, you know, scary lady spirit going around making everyone in the village scared. So eventually there was a monk that approached Mae Nak's spirit and he was like, let's calm down and let's relax. Jai yen yen. And with his kindness and compassion and guidance, she was able to let go of her past life and move on. So the monk cremated her body and carved out a piece of her forehead to be kept as an amulet. So now this bone from Mae Nak's forehead has become a lost treasure. Now you can actually visit her shrine at Wat Mahabut, and many people go to pay respects to her and seek her favor. She's especially popular for people who don't want to be picked in the lucky draw for the military conscription. So if that's you, you might want to pay her a visit. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and follow me for more stories. If you want to learn Thai, go click in the link in my bio. I talk about all things related to Thailand, so if you want to learn how to survive in Thailand, don't forget to follow me. Did I talk about another random ghost story? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for listening!